Hello, everybody. Welcome to English for You. I'm Kat.
And I am Pat.
And we are on day 2 of the hunt for the perfect shoes. So yesterday we saw our friend Jeannie going to the shoe shop to buy some shoes for a wedding.
Yeah, we're not quite sure whose wedding, but she definitely needs some shoes for it, and she needs heels. I guess she wants to look nice in her dress, she wants something that'll go with it. But it is Jeannie's first time in heels. She's never really worn them before.
Yeah, and that can be a big surprise. So especially if you've never worn them before, they are difficult shoes to wear. They can hurt, they can be tough to balance in, and you got to have the right pair. So the clerk suggests something wide and not too high, basically what I called kitten heels because they're like heels for beginners. And the clerk goes to get them. And so she tries them on. Presumably she walks around in them, tries them out, sees how they fit, and they fit perfectly.
But this is a 2-day article, so something might not be quite right. Well, let's read through day 2 and find out whether she really did find the perfect shoes yesterday or not.
Reading. The hunt for the perfect shoes. Jeannie is at home with her sister, Francesca.
Hey, sis. Take a look at my shoes for the wedding.
Wow, they look nice and shiny. Put them on with your dress so I can see them together.
Okay, sure. So, what do you think?
They don't really match your dress. You should exchange them for something black.
Really? Okay. I don't doubt you. Your fashion sense is better than mine. I'll take them back.
Jeannie goes back to the shoe store.
Hello. I need to exchange the wedges I bought yesterday.
Of course. Was there a problem with them?
The color is too bright and doesn't match my dress, so I need something else.
No problem. What do you think you'd like?
Are the heels in black still on sale?
You're in luck. They still are.
Let's see. Let me try on the 2.5-inch black heels.
Size 24, right?
Right.
The clerk comes back with a box.
Try these on first. Then you can confirm if you want them.
These feel just fine. I'll take them.
All right, so we start out with Jeannie being at home. Presumably she took her shoes home and she's home now, and says Jeannie is at home with her sister, Francesca.
Okay, and Jeannie says, "Hey, sis, take a look at my shoes for the wedding." You guys can probably work out sis is short for sister. I don't have any sisters, so
Neither do I.
Never use this vocabulary. I don't think I would have sometimes said, "Hey, bro," to my bros, my brothers. But bro is often used for your male friends as well.
Yeah, or just friends in general.
Would you call your female friends, "Hey, sis"?
Not really, unless we're trying to be especially effeminate, hey sis, oh my god sis,
Okay.
But my brother, my real life brother does call me sis.
Oh, there you go then. So maybe just because we don't have any sisters, we're not used to the word.
I guess, yeah. I just call people dude.
All right. Anyway, so Jeannie is showing off her shoes to Francesca.
Yeah, and Francesca says, wow, they look nice and shiny. So shiny. And so not only are they red, not only are they wedges, they're also shiny. Shiny is an adjective here that means something that reflects a lot of light and usually has a smooth surface. So things that are wet, they're usually shiny. Or things like plates and ceramics, mirrors might be shiny. Silk clothes, glass tables, all these things, you can see a lot of light in them, and so they are shiny. But something that's shiny should be like a larger surface, a single surface. It should reflect a lot of light from one big part. If it's many small shines, like on the top of the ocean or in the stars, that's called glittery. It's called glitter. So shiny means that her shoes are reflecting a lot of light. They're probably made out of something like patent leather. which is like glazed leather. Yeah. So if her shoes are shiny, yeah, it means they're reflecting a lot of light. They are not, the opposite would be matte, which means it's not reflecting light. So here's an example for shiny. Sean cleaned the silver bowl until it was shiny and he could see his face in it.
Very shiny indeed.
Very shiny.
Yeah, my shoes only really, I've got a pair of like black work shoes, which if you polish them, they're shiny. Those shoes have not been polished for some time now.
Oh, dear. I have a pair of nice leather shoes that are kind of shiny, but they are not patent leather, so they're not super shiny. Yeah.
Anyway, so they look good, the shoes. Francesca likes them, but she says, put them on with your dress so I can see them together. Yeah, we've kind of been hinting at this. The shoes by themselves won't work and the dress by itself won't work. This is a whole outfit. So she wants Jeannie to put on the dress and see how the shoes go with them. To put something on is, of course, just to put some kind of clothing on your body. Anything from putting a hat on your head to shoes and socks on your feet to everything in between, including jewelry and accessories. You would say put on a watch, you'd say put on a ring or a necklace. I think if it's earrings, you'd say put in rather than on.
Either way.
Okay, both are okay for that. But yeah, any kind of clothes, pretty much all kinds of jewelry. To put it on means to wear it, to put it on your body.
Also makeup. You put on makeup.
Of course.
Yes, because you put it on your face. So Jeannie puts on her dress and she says, okay, sure. So what do you think? She's probably doing a little twirl. She's spinning around so Francesca can see the shoes and the dress together.
And Francesca says,
Uh-oh.
Now, if somebody says, that it usually means they're thinking, or in some cases it can mean they're going to say something bad, but they would just like to pause first to show that maybe all is not well.
Or they're trying to think of a way to say it nicely.
Yeah, that's not a really kind of insulting. She's not going to say, they look terrible. Maybe she's trying to find a nicer way. And she does, and says, they don't really match your dress.
Oh, I see.
Yes, if two things match, that means they go well together. They complement each other. Maybe they are the same or similar colors. Maybe the colors generally work well together, that kind of thing. In other words, they don't clash. If some things clash, they really don't go well together at all. So that's the two opposite words there. Match if they suit each other, clash if they don't. So we could say, this shirt doesn't match my pants, so I'm going to change it. For example, if you wore a kind of a sort of brown suit, it'd be okay with a white shirt. White pretty much matches anything. But if you had a bright orange shirt to go with your brown suit...
Sounds very 70s.
And it might work if you were going to a disco, but...
If you're trying to do some, like, really fashion-y vibe, but if you're trying to do something more conservative, like a work meeting, you probably shouldn't do that.
That kind of clashes. They don't match.
Yeah. So, yeah, she says that the red shoes don't match the dress. Maybe the dress is a very different color, like it might be a very light purple or something like that.
Not a big, strong, bold color.
Yeah, exactly, which red is a big, strong color. So what she says is, you should exchange them for something black. So she probably knows a little bit more about what would look good with that dress. She says you should exchange them. Now, exchange is a verb that comes from two different parts. We have ex, which means out, and then change, of course, means to give something away and take something else instead. So exchange means change out. So she's saying Jeannie should go to the shop, give her shoes back so she can get black ones instead. So sometimes people can exchange A for B at the store instead of getting their money back and paying for something else. It's just easier that way. Especially if you haven't used the thing that you bought, you can usually easily exchange it for something else that's the same value, like if you pay the same amount of money for it. So an example of this might be, the shirt I'd bought was the wrong size, so I went back to the shop and exchanged it for the right one.
Jeannie says, and I think she's a little disappointed because it seems she really liked those red wedges. She says, really? Okay, I don't doubt you. Okay, so maybe she kind of wishes she could keep them, but she doesn't doubt Francesca.
Yeah.
If you doubt someone or something, you're not sure whether that thing is true or correct. You maybe hear something and you go, really? I don't think that's true, or that doesn't quite sound right. If you doubt a person, you either believe they could be telling you something false or maybe that they've got the wrong information. Now here, of course, Jeannie is saying she doesn't doubt Francesca. She thinks what Francesca is telling her is the truth and the right thing to do. It's a piece of sensible advice. Here's another example sentence. I doubt I'll get home early tomorrow. I have too much to do at work. So in that case, the speaker doesn't believe they will get home early. They don't think they're going to be able to leave on time. They're not sure they'll finish at 5:30 like usual because they have a lot of work to do.
Sounds very familiar.
Yes. So why doesn't Jeannie doubt Francesca? Why is Jeannie saying, I don't doubt you about these shoes?
Well, she says, your fashion sense is better than mine. So she probably knows her sister. Her sister knows something about clothes, and that's why she says she has good fashion sense. Fashion here is this noun which has to do with shoes, which has to do with clothes, which has to do with hair and jewelry and all these sorts of things. It's basically what's the popular way for people to dress right now. So if you're talking about the popular way people are dressing right at this moment, that's 2021's fashion. It means the kind of things that people like at a certain time, especially to wear and look like. And it changes all the time. So if something is popular at that time, it's in fashion. The opposite, if it's not in fashion, it's out of fashion. So that brown suit with an orange shirt, probably out of fashion. Something you might have seen like 40 or 50 years ago. Some fashions last forever. Like there's like the little black dress idea where a woman can have a very basic black dress that goes with a lot of different events because black clothes probably won't ever go out of style. It's a very classic color. It goes with everything. And if you say somebody has fashion sense, it means they understand what is good fashion and what looks good on people and what is not good fashion. So Francesca, having fashion sense, knows that these shoes don't go with this dress. So here's another example. Since everyone had to wear masks during COVID-19, masks with a cool design came into fashion.
That's certainly true. Okay, so Jeannie accepts that Francesca has a good sense of fashion, a good sense of what clothes work well together, especially at this particular point in time, and the shoes that she's got, the red wedges, just don't work. So she says, I'll take them back.
And so what she does is Jeannie goes back to the shoe store with her shoes.
Exactly. And she says, hello. I need to exchange the wedges I bought yesterday. So we know this is the day after, so it's fairly reasonable to take things back the day after and say, oh, yep, made a mistake, kind of thought twice. She's probably still got the receipt, I'm sure she has, for what she needs. And of course, there we're using the word we saw earlier, exchange.
Right. So the clerk says, of course. Was there a problem with them?
Yeah, because that's important to know. If there was some kind of maybe they were broken or there was a hole or maybe there was a design problem, the store needs to know about it so they can kind of fix that. But in this case, that wasn't it. And as Jeannie explains, the color is too bright and doesn't match my dress. So I need something else.
Okay, and the clerk says, no problem. And that doesn't just mean there is no problem. It means he has no problem with taking them back. What do you think you'd like?
Okay, so Jeannie thinks and she knows that Francesca said get something black. And she remembers that the black shoes, there was a sale on them at the store when she came in the day before. So she says, are the heels in black still on sale? So on sale, this verb, it's kind of a phrasal verb, it's kind of a phrase, but it just means that something is available at a cheaper price than usual. The price is lower, maybe there's a special offer like 10% off or buy two, get the third one half price. Something like that is on sale. Whenever you go into stores, you often see things that are on sale either for a short time or to clear out some clothes at the end of the year. You know, maybe it's a store's anniversary, birthday or something like that. Plenty of reasons for stores to try and get more business by selling things at a cheaper price than usual or putting them on sale.
Right, so she's asking if these black heels are still on sale. She's hoping she can get them at a cheaper price. So he says, you're in luck. Woohoo! So in luck here means that if you are in luck, it means you are having a lucky time or something that you asked for is true. So that means that you can get what you asked for. That means that the shoes are on sale. So if somebody says you're in luck, it means, well, you just happen to be in the right place at the right time.
Yep, the opposite would be out of luck. So the clerk could say you're out of luck, meaning the sale ended yesterday or we've sold all those black shoes or something like that. But here the clerk follows up and explains about the in luck comment and says they still are, meaning the black heels are still on sale.
Well, that's very good for her. And she says, let's see. Let me try on the 2.5-inch black heels.
Okay, so there's the use of again, but this one is definitely a I'm thinking about it rather than a I don't think this is good.
It's the tone, isn't it?
Yes, so be careful when you see this word or use this word. You often really have to hear it or look at the context to see how this particular, it's barely a word, it's a sound that people make. But
also don't confuse with means yes. Is different.
Yeah, and there are so many different ways you can use it, so you really have to pay attention to context and the way it sounds when you put out a
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the clerk remembers the customer and says size 24, right? He remembers this is the size Jeannie got yesterday, so he presumes she wants the right size.
And she says, right.
And the clerk,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, the clerk comes back with a box.
And they probably have those black heels in them. So he says, try these on first, then you can confirm if you want them. So of course, with any pair of shoes, you should always try them on. Don't assume they fit just because the other ones did. So yeah, she's got to try them on, try them out, then confirm if she wants them. To confirm something means to say yes or no to something in a final way. So Jeannie thinks she wants these heels, but she didn't try them on yet. It's hard for her to say if they're going to hurt her feet, if they're not going to fit well, if she's going to have a hard time walking in them, or they just don't look that good, something like that. She wants to make sure that they are really the right shoes for her. She should make 100% sure before she confirms and says, yes, I for sure do want these. That's to confirm. So here's an example sentence. The family brought a ghost hunter into their house to confirm whether there were really ghosts there or not.
Ooh, that's a pretty fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay, but in this case, Jeannie does confirm that she likes the shoes. She says, these feel fine. These feel just fine. I'll take them. Just fine means the same as just right. These are perfect. These are exactly what I want.
Yep.
Okay, so Jeannie has gone on a long hunt for the perfect shoes. It's taken a couple of days and some expert fashion advice from her sister, but she now has the black shoes she will wear to the wedding. So we'll leave her there and go to today's For You Chat question.
For You Chat.
All right, so our For You Chat question for today. Have you ever had to exchange or return something? What was it, and why did you exchange it?
OMG.
Oh boy.
Says Pat. I've got a...
It sounds like you've got a big story.
I've got a painful story. So a few months ago, I moved house. My family and I moved to a bigger house, and the house didn't have any furniture in, so we needed to get new furniture. So off we went to IKEA.
Of course.
To take almost everything they had. And we tried out like 15 different mattresses for our bed, thinking, oh, should we get this one? How's this one? How does this one feel? We want a nice big one that can really we can both get on it and it'll feel nice and comfortable and it'll be good for our backs. So we picked the final mattress. It took 2 or 3 visits and different tries and measuring the stairs and the elevator in the new building to make sure it could arrive. We finally chose our mattress. And the IKEA people, when they arrived with it, told us they couldn't get it up the stairs or in the elevator.
What?
Apparently not, and we kind of not sure about this, and we don't know whether they just didn't want to because it would be inconvenient, or whether we had kind of got it wrong and it was impossible to really get this mattress up the stairs in the elevator without bending it or breaking it.
That's insane.
So we had to go back to IKEA. In the middle of trying to move house and delivering and unpacking, we still had to take time off to go to IKEA, try another bunch of mattresses, get one that could be rolled up.
Aww.
Luckily, IKEA had no problem exchanging that. It's part of their delivery clause that if they can't get things up the stairs, then, they will exchange.
That's good.
So we got a new mattress, and in fact, it was enough spare money because we'd spent a bit on that mattress that we got a bed as well.
Oh, well, good.
So otherwise, the mattress would have been on the floor.
It all worked out.
It did just about all work out. It isn't the mattress we had our heart set on, but it's a pretty good mattress. It's nice and comfortable to sleep on.
As long as you can get a full night's sleep.
Yep, and no back problems or anything so far. So it worked out, but it was such bad timing, and we really didn't need that when we were moving house.
I understand.
Such is life. So.
Yeah, well, keep that in mind if you ever try and move house or try and buy furniture. It has to fit through the door.
Yes, and that's the room was big enough, but the doors weren't. So what a pain.
Yeah. Man.
Anyway, that's all we got time for today. Thanks for listening, everybody. For English for You, I'm Pat.
And I'm Kat.
And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The hunt for the perfect shoes. Jeannie is at home with her sister, Francesca.
Hey, sis. Take a look at my shoes for the wedding.
Wow, they look nice and shiny. Put them on with your dress so I can see them together.
Okay, sure. So, what do you think?
They don't really match your dress. You should exchange them for something black.
Really? Okay. I don't doubt you. Your fashion sense is better than mine. I'll take them back.
Jeannie goes back to the shoe store.
Hello. I need to exchange the wedges I bought yesterday.
Of course. Was there a problem with them?
The color is too bright and doesn't match my dress, so I need something else.
No problem. What do you think you'd like?
Are the heels in black still on sale?
You're in luck. They still are.
Let's see. Let me try on the 2.5-inch black heels.
Size 24, right?
Right.
The clerk comes back with a box.
Try these on first. Then you can confirm if you want them.
These feel just fine. I'll take them.
Vocabulary Review.
Shiny. That car is white and shiny. I can even see myself in it. Match. I like the blue shirt because the color matches my black pants very well. Exchange. The dress was too large, so I exchanged it for a smaller size. Doubt. I doubt the temperature is only 18 degrees Celsius. I feel so hot right now. Fashion. The models at the fashion show wear the latest and most stylish clothes. Confirm. Michael called the company to confirm his interview for tomorrow morning.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作。活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net